Welcome to Pharma E-Class. My name is Dr. Tahir Nizami. I am Associate Professor at Smriti College of Pharmaceutical Education, Indore. So we are discussing about IR spectroscopy. In previous lecture, we have discussed about the introduction and the various fundamental vibration in IR spectroscopy. And we have learned that IR spectroscopy or infrared spectroscopy is a technique which is known as vibrational or rotation spectroscopy, and there are basically two fundamental molecular vibration, that is stretching and bending vibration. In stretching vibration they are asymmetric or symmetric vibration, and in bending vibration there are wagging, twisting, rocking or sizzling vibration. And in this video we will discuss more about IR spectroscopy and we will discuss how this molecular vibration take place. Now I have discussed about stretching and bending vibration. In stretching vibration, since the large amount of energy is required to stretch a molecule, then bending vibration. So stretching vibration is always associated with higher energy than bending vibration. Now let us discuss about formaldehyde. So this is a molecule of formaldehyde. The formula of formaldehyde is SCHO. So this is our carbon, hydrogen, and this is oxygen. Now as I discussed in our previous video that the major requirement or the necessity of any compound to show IR to show graph in IR radiation and to absorb IR radiation is presence of dipole moment. Now here carbon is positively charged and oxygen is negatively charged. So there is a dipole moment present, and this is a suitable compound for IR absorption of IR radiation. Now this is carbon and oxygen bond, and this is the stretching. This carbon oxygen bond can be stretched, and this shows stretching vibration. And stretching vibration required higher energy, and this oxygen atom can bend towards carbon and away from carbon. So this required lower energy, and from the literature we found that stretching vibration associated with carbonyl group, that is C double bond O, is 1700 centimeter inverse. We have discussed in our previous video that this is the wave number which is associated with the amount of energy that is absorbed by molecule, and this bending vibration is associated with the 1200 centimeter inverse. So we can say that in formaldehyde molecule, this carbon oxygen bond have stretching vibration with wave number of 1700 centimeter inverse and bending vibration of 1200 centimeter inverse. Now when this sample is allowed to absorb IR radiation, or when IR radiation fall in the sample, what happens, let us study. Now this is our sample which is taken inside the curved sample holder. After some time we will discuss about what are the various different type of sampling techniques in IR spectroscopy. Now this is our IR source. There are various type of IR source in IR spectroscopy. So this IR source emit light of IR radiation, and this IR radiation enter into the sample. Now this sample absorb the IR radiation, and in this sample we have seen that there is stretching vibration of 1700 centimeter inverse and bending vibration of 1200 centimeter inverse. So this amount of energy is absorbed by the compound, and rest amount is transmitted, and that is go to detectors. Now detectors detect the amount which is light with the amount of light which is transmitted by the sample. Now after detector it produce a graph, and this graph is between the percentage of light transmitted versus wave number. So in this axis we have taken percentage light transmitted, and in this we have taken the wave number. So this wave number range from 4000, 3000, 2000, 1000 and 67 centimeter inverse, that is it is mid IR region. Mid IR region is the major part, that is actual IR region, where the majority of compound absorb IR radiation. So here we will form the graph will occur in this phase, in which there will be two peaks. One peak will be 1700 nanometer, and other peak will be 1700 centimeter inverse, and other peak will be 1200 centimeter inverse. Now this 1700 centimeter peak will be a stretching vibration of carbon oxygen bond, and this 1200 will be the bending vibration of carbon hydrogen carbon oxygen bond. So here the two peaks of one stretching and bending vibration occurs when formaldehyde molecule is allowed to put into the IR sample. Now, why this peak is inverted peaks available in IR spectroscopy, that I have already discussed in my previous video, because here we are not taking absorbance. Because if the sample, if our detector detect the amount of light which is absorbed by sample, then this peak will be erected. But we are not interested in the determining the amount of light which is absorbed by the sample, but in this spectroscopy we are interested in the amount of light which is transmitted by the sample, that is which is not absorbed by the sample. So transmitted light fall on the detector. There are various type of detector like bolometers, thermocouple detectors, Gole cells. I will discuss in our next video what are the various instrumentation of IR spectroscopy, and this is how IR peaks is occur. So here we formaldehyde molecule show two corresponding peaks, one of stretching and one of bending vibration. So stretching vibration is 1700 centimeter inverse peak is stretching vibration, and 1200 centimeter inverse is bending vibration. And this inverted peak is due to the reason that this graph is plotted between the percentage transmitted and versus the wave number. Now this is how IR spectroscopy works. This is how samples we show the peaks. And now we have to discuss some important terminologies regarding IR spectroscopy, that is absorbance. In case of UV spectroscopy, we have studied that absorbance is the amount of light that is absorbed by the sample. Now in IR spectroscopy, there are two type of absorbance. And the number one is for absolute transmittance and number two for percentage transmittance. So the formula for the absolute transmittance is A is equal to log into 1 upon T. The formula for percentage transmittance is A is equal to 2 minus log percentage transmitted light. So this formula can be applied to determine the absorbance and transmittance amount of the light of the samples if any numericals come regarding this topic. So this is about the infrared spectroscopy, how this works by taking example of formaldehyde. Now we will discuss about the instrumentation part of IR spectroscopy in our next lecture. So in these two videos we have discussed majorly about the introduction part of IR spectroscopy, the principal part of IR spectroscopy. We have discussed that what happens when light is fall on the sample absorb the radiation like formaldehyde and it start vibrating or rotating, and there are two types of molecular vibration. This type of vibration produces some resonance which is depicted in the peak, and our instrument, that the detector, detect the amount of light which is transmitted by the sample. Now formaldehyde molecules show two types of molecular vibration, stretching vibration at 1700 centimeter inverse and bending vibration at 1200 centimeters, and this is unique and fundamental for every compound. Now this is about the instrumentation part. In next slide we will discuss about the instrumentation of IR spectroscopy, and we also discuss about Hooke's law. So hope you have understood this lecture. We will come with another topic in our next lecture. Thank you very much.